PoleArc is integrated into Polarion quite simply as a live report. What that means is it's essentially just a live report within your normal space, which you then store there alongside several other live reports. After that, you just configure a few work item types, and then you're ready to begin. PoleArc itself operates much like a standard application. This implies that you would typically access specific diagrams directly through its integrated search feature and works with them. However, you can, of course, also integrate them into a LiveDoc and then call them up from there. I'll show you how that works. We'll simply draw a few graphical elements here. Maybe color it in a bit more. Let's maybe do another really super quick one. The implementation of a swim lane, or even better, we'll use lifelines here for depicting process flows. Let's say we're looking for actors from Polarion. We'll take functions and exchanges. These are now Polarion data. Now, for example, let's get the actuators. And you should definitely establish them as your lifelines. We're going to set this up. I'm not paying attention to whether the content of what I'm doing is correct. This is simply to demonstrate the process. We're going to set up a few functions. And perhaps a few more exchanges. We have just drawn something here. We'll give this entire thing a title, for instance, test diagram. And we're going to save this. And now this entire diagram will be created as a new work item. This means that if we were to take a look at work item P467 inside Polarion,
I'll click here on the ID now. Not to load the diagram, I would click here for that, but I'm clicking on the ID, which always means calling up the Polarion data. Then I see the diagram here with the SVG in the description or the attached files. And also the auto-generated links for the diagram. I can now, of course, embed this into a LiveDoc using the standard Polarion method. So, for example, one could, of course, move it directly into a document here, or one could simply copy its ID. Let's go with the ID approach. Copy ID. Now I'll navigate to one of our test documents. Or should we take this? Now I can simply do it here in the classic traditional way. Integrate the diagram, and from now on I can also use the colons here to